as we have done in the last video lecture, present compulsion. Today our unit is past compulsion. Past compulsion. Past compulsion. Now past compulsion, as we discussed, present compulsion. Compulsion means necessary work, compulsory work, important work. Okay, if that work is important in present time, then we use present compulsion. Okay, and we have already done this unit in last video. We use have to and has to. Today our unit is past compulsion, necessary, important, compulsory work in past time. Okay, compulsion means compulsory work in past time. Now if any work which is very important, very necessary, which is compulsory in past time, last night, last month, yesterday, in 2010, any past. Okay, so you will use the work, the tense, past compulsion tense. Okay, now past compulsion we use subject, and with the subject we use had to. What is used? Had to. For present compulsion we use have to and has to. Okay, remember. And for past compulsion we use had to, and with had to we use first form of verb and object. Okay, it is very easy. Subject with had to and first form of verb and object. For example, yesterday there was a very important work for me in Peshawar, so I say I had to go to Peshawar yesterday. Now this sentence means that this work was very important. Okay, so I say I had to go to Peshawar yesterday, mean that going to Peshawar was important for me. There was a wedding party or there was any other function which was very important, which was very necessary for me, so I say I had to go to Peshawar yesterday. Okay, for example, last night there were guests in your home. Okay, your uncle or your maternal uncle, any guest, or your colleague or your friend, he was in your home, mean he was your guest. So your mother, she had to cook. What? She had to cook biryani. She had to cook biryani. When? Last night. Mean this was very important. Cooking biryani was important, or cooking chicken or any good food was very delicious food was important. Why? Because guests were there. For example, last night there was very important work. For example, maybe your cousin was, or any your brother or anyone who was in hospital, he was in an emergency last night and you went there. So today I ask you, where were you last night? Sir, last night there was an important work in there was an emergency, so I had to go to hospital. Mean that going to hospital in past, it was very necessary, very important. So I say I had to go to hospital. I had to go to hospital last night. Okay, mean that going to hospital was very important. Okay, easy. Now let's make some more example. He had to take tea last night. For example, he came from Peshawar, he came on bike and he felt cold. Okay, he was cold, so he had to take tea last night. He had to take rest. For example, last night you were not feeling well, so you had to take rest last night. Okay, so any work which is very important, which is very compulsory in past time, so we use past compulsion unit. Okay, so for past compulsion unit we use had to with the first form of verb. Okay, and past compulsion is a part of past indefinite tense. So remember, when you are making yes, no and WH questions, okay, so you will use the helping verb of did. What is used? Did. Why? Because it is a part of past indefinite tense, so we use did as a helping verb. Okay, let's make yes no question. Did, okay, you, okay, whenever did is available, okay, so remember in past indefinite there is one rule, okay, that whenever did is present, then second form you will not repeat again. Had to will change into have to. Had to will change into have to. Normally we use had to in simple sentences, but when did is present, then had to will change into have to. Why? Because already you use did, and did shows that the time is past. You're talking about past time, so no need to write again had to. Okay, had to is used for past time, and have to and has to is for present time. But when did is available, then you will use have to. Okay, did you have to go to school yesterday? Okay, for example, going to school was important for you or not? For example, yesterday was Sunday. Okay, and you say no sir, I didn't. No, I didn't. Mean that was not important. No, I didn't. Okay, or for example, you say yes I did. Yes I did, mean there was some function or any other thing, so you say yes sir, that was important, so yes I did. If you say no, then I ask you, where did you have to go? Mean if school was not important yesterday, okay, that going to school was not important, so then where, WH question, where did you have to go? Where did you have to go? Mean which place was very important. So for example, you had a very important work, that action was very important yesterday, that was going to hospital or going to Peshawar or going to somewhere else. So you say sir, I had to go to hospital. I had to go to hospital. I had to go to hospital yesterday. Mean going to hospital was very important for me. So in short, you can say I had to go to hospital last night, yesterday, in 2010, or any past. Okay, easy. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you have any question, you can ask me. See you inshallah in the coming video. Allah Hafiz.